Good afternoon and welcome to Oradell, New Jersey at Bergen Catholic High School for Pope John Lions Boys Lacrosse. Mike Forbesano along with you calling today's action as the Pope John Lions Boys Lacrosse team will take on two different opponents in today's scrimmage. The first one will be Glen Ridge. Glen Ridge here visiting Bergen Catholic along with Pope John. So three teams will be playing today. The first game already done, Bergen Catholic and Glen Ridge. And the Crusaders defeating Glen Ridge by a score of 5-3 in a truncated scrimmage, 2 quarters. That's it. So just 2 quarters for each game. Pope John will take on Glen Ridge in the second game. And then in the third one, it'll be Bergen Catholic against the Lions. Again, we're going with the numbers that are on the jerseys. They do not reflect what the numbers are going to be for the players in the regular season. Just exactly like they did against Caldwell the other day in that scrimmage. And they lost to Caldwell 7-6 in a 3-quarter scrimmage. These two today against Glen Ridge and then later against Bergen Catholic will be only 2 quarters. So, and this is the second and third, I guess, of 4 scrimmages now that the Lions will have. They'll have their last one on Saturday at home, and it's going to be against St. Joseph's. I'd said that Governor Livingston was on the slate for the 4th scrimmage during the Caldwell broadcast, but that's actually a regular season game the next Saturday. So trying to brush up on my schedule, and it's actually Governor Livingston in the regular season and St. Joe's in exhibition on Saturday at Pope John High School. So let's go over the roster for Pope John so you know who the players are, but you're not going to know as far as the numbers in these pennies, as we said, because they're different from what the jersey numbers will be in the regular season. So we're just going to go by numbers for everyone involved today on Glen Ridge, Bergen Catholic, and Pope John. So we start with number 4, Peyton Fox. Number 5 is Jack Colucci. 6, Sam Canetta. 7, Travis Heller. 9 is Mikey Ramirez. 13, Justin Perello. 15, Nick Michello. 18, Evan Wyatt. 19, Andrew Sanchez. 21, Matthew Riley. 22, Jake Chapman. 28, Matthew Sledge. 32 is Nick Boyadowski. 40, Hunter Perillo. 55, Owen Hull. And 52, the goaltender, Daniel O'Leary. And so, again, those are numbers in a regular season, so just file those away for next week when the Lions get to Riverdale for the season opener. Next Wednesday, 5 p.m. at Riverdale. That is the first game of the official regular season. And then the freshmen and other team members that have not been assigned numbers so far, Emilio Barranco, Magnus Bars, John Brugna, Connor Clifford, Aiden Dialivo, Vic Fiore, Michael Forbesano, Andrew Gallant, Sutton Fullwood, Andrew Jessamaria, Zach Cash, Steve Leonard, Hayden Marshall, Mike Marston, Brody Pillock, Jacob Post, Chris Sabella, Anthony Schnabel, and Amir Young. So that rounds out the roster for the Pope John Lions. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Father Michael Parisi. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmering. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. Athletic trainers, Jared Graziano and Jordan Martin. The head coach of the Pope John Lions boys lacrosse team is Joe Della Fera. I'm Mike Forbesano. We are here live at Bergen Catholic High School in Oradell, New Jersey. First of 2 scrimmages, the Pope John Lions taking on Glen Ridge, and then the Lions will take on the Bergen Catholic Crusaders. And it's a beautiful day out here as opposed to how cold it was on St. Patrick's Day when the Lions took on Caldwell. 68, sunny, partly cloudy, beautiful weather. If this is an indication of what's coming this spring, we have a lot to look forward to. And we have a lot to look forward to on the lacrosse field as well, as the Lions are getting set to take on Glen Ridge. So we'll stay with you as it looks like they're going to be hitting the field in just a minute. The referee's already out there. Glen Ridge losing in the first scrimmage to Bergen Catholic by a score of 5-3. And so now the Lions getting their crack at Glen Ridge and then Bergen Catholic afterwards. Well, we do actually have 3.5 minutes on the score clock. It's counting down right now. So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back when the team does hit the field. And we'll start the first scrimmage here for Pope John. Number 2 of 3 today. Bergen Catholic defeated Glen Ridge 5-3. Pope John gets their crack in just a second. Right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Bergen Catholic High School in Oradell, New Jersey for Pope John Lions Boys Lacrosse. A second of 4 scrimmages for the Lions in this preseason. 2 of them back-to-back today. The first one against Glen right now, and that'll be a 2-quarter scrimmage. And then the Lions will take on the Bergen Catholic Crusaders in scrimmage number 3 right after this one. The Lions in their blue pennies with golden helmets, and they're going left to right on your screen. Glen in their white uniforms with red shorts and red helmets, and they're going right to left. The goalkeeper for Pope John, number 21. And again, since the roster is going to be completely different with names and numbers for the regular season, we'll just go by the numbers on the field today. If you have an idea of who your favorite player or your son or somebody who you're rooting for is, then you'll be able to figure it out. Number 20 will take the draw for Pope John. As we start up, Pope John against Glen. Here we go. 20 wins the faceoff, and Pope John has possession up the near sideline. Number 20 pass back to 37 behind the Glen net. Over to 19 on the far side. Goalkeeper today for Pope John, again, number 21. 29 up top. Again, we'll have names during the regular season. Don't worry about that. Pope John back behind the net, number 19 now in the far corner. Over to 29. Pass back to 19 on the left wing. Being defended by 91 for Glen. Pass in front. Shot by 18. He scores. Number 18 for Pope John. Into the back of the net. Low shot. Beats the goalkeeper, number 9 for Glen and Pope John with a 1-0 lead. Number 18 with the goal, making 1-0 Lions. So just like the scrimmage against Caldwell on Monday, the Lions getting off to a quick start with the first goal. Now again, Caldwell was able to score 3 times after that, making 3-1, and then scored 3 times in the second quarter to open up a 7-4 lead, and they protected it just enough to win 7-6. We'll see if the Lions can do a better job at building the lead today. 1-0 Pope John on the goal by number 18, and number 20 wins the faceoff. And over the years, if you watch lacrosse, you understand how important it is to have a centerman who can win faceoffs on a regular basis. It is crucial. It just dictates the time of possession on the offensive side of the field. Number 24 for Pope John checked off the ball, and Glen will take over. Well, Glen will start out. Number 91. Number 5 now. Pass on the far sideline. 5 will pass it back to 51. Back to 5 on the right wing, being guarded by number 33 for the Lions. Number 16 in on defense as well. Pass over to 7 for Glen back. 5, cross to 91. We have a whistle. See what the call is. The referee's explaining to the coaches. 10:16 to go in the opening quarter. It's going to stay with Glenridge. So the infraction against Pope John. Substitution in, number 28 out for the Lions, 34 into the game for Pope John. Pass in to number 5 for Glenridge. Over to 51 up top. 91 on the near wing. 91 rolls back up top. Over to number 5, being guarded by 33 for Pope John. The shot goes wide left and to the back line, and Glenridge is closest. Pass back out to number 8. Over to 91. Number 5 on the right wing. He'll back it up. 33 guarding him. Number 5 penetrating in. The shot. Save by the netminder for Pope John. Number 21. And number 17 tripped up for Pope John by Glenridge's number 8. Glenridge takes over. Number 18 on the far right. Pass back. Number 17 for Glenridge. Saying so many numbers right now. I don't think I use numbers that much all during the regular season. Usually just the names. Occasionally throwing a number. And now it's all numbers. 91 on the near side. Guarded by Pope John's number 34. There's number 5 at Glenridge racing in the shot. Score! Into the top right portion of the net. Beats the Pope John goalkeeper. And with 8:53 remaining in quarter number 1, we're deadlocked at 1. Pope John and Glenridge. So this is a shortened scrimmage. It's only 2 quarters, 12 minutes long each. And after that is completed, don't go anywhere. We'll start a new feed. But Pope John will take on Bergen Catholic right here, Bergen Catholic High School. And that will be a 2-quarter scrimmage as well. Number 20 on the draw for Pope John. Again, wins the face-off. He's able to take it back into his own territory and flips it over to 29. 29 racing in the pass across the 37, and it goes wide of his cross, out of bounds, and it will be Glenridge ball. Number 14 for Glenridge with the pass up to number 1. Over to 5, back to 1. Into 7 in the near corner. Again, don't get confused about the lines on the field with football. The lacrosse lines are different. The boxes are different. The goal crease is different. Saved by the Pope John netminder. Here on this field in Bergen County, or Bergen Catholic, it's going to be the gray line inside. You see the referee in our screen right now, right next to that pylon. That's the line. Here's number 24 for Pope John. Pass back to 20. 7:48 to go in quarter number 1 of 2. 20. Dishes off to 37. Down to 18. Behind the goal to 19 for Pope John. Over to 29. Back to 20 up top. 37 on the near side. The 18 behind. Here's 29 on the left wing. Racing in to the top. Over to 19. 19 trying to beat the goal. He can't do so to the left post. So he elects to pass it behind the goal. 37. Back to 20. 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's number 20. Shot. And it went wide off the post and hit the apron of the netting behind the cage. It's number 18 for the Lions. It's a bit of a shove. Holds on to the ball. Number 18 with the shot. Saved by the Glen Ridge goalkeeper. Keeps this a 1-1 tie. Now trying to pass it out, being chased down by Pope John, offensive player. The ball's loose. 29 trying to pick it up. It was number 18 knocking the goalkeeper down. Glen Ridge is able to escape. There's number 14 right on the far sideline in front of the Glen Ridge bench. We have a whistle, stoppage in play. Timeout on the field. Glen Ridge takes one. We'll take a timeout as well. 6:20 to go. First quarter of 2. Pope John and Glen Ridge tied at 1. We'll be back on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube right after this. Welcome back to Bergen Catholic High School in Oradell, New Jersey. In Bergen County, about 10 miles west of New York City. The Pope John Lions are taking on the Glen Ridge team. And then later on after this, it'll be the Lions and the Bergen County Crusaders, or Bergen Catholic Crusaders, here at Bergen Catholic High School for scrimmage number 2. It'll only be 2 quarters long, each of them, so quick games, and then Pope John back to Sparta after this for a contest against St. Joseph's on Saturday morning. That'll be the last scrimmage before the regular season starts in earnest against Riverdale next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Lions start on the road, and then they'll be home for a bunch of games afterwards. I believe Governor Livingston next Saturday, and we'll go from there. They pass in to number 28 from Glen Ridge. Chased down the Pope Lion defense. 28 race into Pope John territory. We have a whistle. Too many players on the field. See the referee going ahead and counting them off. And so it'll go over to Pope John. Pope John Lions TV YouTube. The Lions will go ahead and grab possession. Here's number 20 for Pope John. Pass up the far sideline. Pass across the 37. The shot goes wide of the net and to the back line. Pope John's closest, and they'll maintain possession. If you've watched lacrosse over the years, you know the rule, but if you haven't, the rule is this. If the ball goes out of bounds at the back line, whatever player from whatever team is closest, they'll have possession. So that's why you usually see the offense go ahead and station somebody back behind the net. So if a shot misses and goes out of bounds behind the net, not sidelines, they're able to maintain possession. Kind of frees things up for the lacrosse attackers to just whip the shot. If it misses the net, no big deal. It's number 19 for Pope John. Pass along the far sidelines. Back behind the net to number 18 now. 5:08 to go in quarter 1 of 2. Lions and Glen Ridge deadlocked at 1. It's number 18 in on the right post. Tried to get a shot off, tied up by 14. And he's going to get called for the infraction there. A hold against number 14 for Glen Ridge. And that's what caused the penalty. So Pope John should get a power play out of this. See for how long. Usually a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Clock down to 4:56 remaining in quarter number 1. They'll play 2 quarters, and then Glen Ridge will head home, and Bergen Catholic will come back out, and the Crusaders will take on Pope John. Here's number 37 over to 29 for Lions. 20. Back behind the net now. 37 on the right post. 29. Pope John just circling around. 20 in front to 18. A shot. Save by the netminder for Glenridge. Point blank save off the shot by number 18. Here's number 77 for Glenridge. 18 all over him. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Now 77 for Glenridge. Whistle on the play. And it's going to be against Glenridge. The time violation, so it'll be Pope John ball. 4:05 remaining in quarter number 1. 18 with the pass into the right wing. Now back to 20. Pope John has it on the far wing. Now to 18 behind the net, over to 37. Back to 29. 20, here's 37. Shot high above the crossbar and out of bounds. Number 24 for Pope John closest. So they'll maintain possession. Number 19 on the far side now, pass to 29. Already Pope John looks solid offensively as opposed to the game against Caldwell, or scrimmage against Caldwell, where the Chiefs were able to dominate the offensive side of the ball. Pope John has done a good job in controlling offense here today, at least in this first 9 minutes. It's 20, back behind the net to 18. Shot comes in by 19, goes wide right by number 19 for Pope John. They'll maintain possession. 3:12 to go. Lions working towards the crease. Number 22 on him. Backhand shot off the post. And it goes out of bounds. Nice backhand shot by the Lions. And just missed going in. Pope John working the way in now on the left post. Number 19 with it now. Pass to 37. Back out to 20 in the middle. 20 on the right now. Gives it up to 18. 18 to 24. 24. Popped out of his cross by number 22. He gets it back, however. Goes to the left wing. Now to 29. 29 takes a right forearm by number 51 for Glenridge. No call. We play on. Glenridge is able to get the ball working towards midfield over the center field line, and number 24 with a hit, and he's going to get called for that. You wonder if it's a bit of a retaliation. Either way, it's usually what the referees see. 91 with the shot, saved by the netminder for Pope John. And we get a whistle, and we'll have the referees sort this out. 2:02 to go in quarter number 1. It is tied 1-1 between Pope John and Glenridge. Mike Formisano here, calling today's game, or scrimmage. Thank you so much for joining us from Bergen Catholic High School in Oradell, New Jersey. The first of 2 scrimmages for Pope John. 2 quarters against Glenridge and 2 more quarters against Bergen Catholic. Last road scrimmages for Pope John before a home scrimmage on Saturday against St. Joseph's. And then the regular season in earnest begins next Wednesday against Riverdale. It's a road matchup, 5 p.m. We'll be with you for that game right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Not sure if we're going to be with you for the scrimmage yet on Saturday. We may or may not. Shot saved by the netminder for Pope John, and he smothers it. And he'll toss it down the field. Number 21 for Pope John in goal again today. Now, number 77 for Glenridge. We've got a whistle. And it's going to be Pope John ball. Minute 39, 99 seconds to go in quarter number 1. So, again, the Lions will start on the road against Riverdale at 5 p.m. We will be with you for that contest. 5 p.m. next Wednesday, right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. And then Saturday after that, the home opener against Governor Livingston, and we'll also be with you for that. Here's number 20 for the Lions. Pass out. Now to number 18 up top. Guarded by 14 for Glenridge. 18 takes it on the near sideline. Stays in bounds. Shoved by number 51. He'll work his way behind the goal. He's tripped down. And a flag. Number 51 taking a shot. Delayed penalty call against Glenridge. The shot saved by the goalkeeper for Glenridge. And now a penalty against Glenridge on that trip on the Lions number 18. 1 minute to go, quarter number 1. Hope John will start it up. And the advantage for the boys lacrosse getting started with their scrimmages and the regular season early is that we get a chance to go out and cover boys lacrosse a lot early on, all the way up until the end of March. They've got at least 2 games in there, and we've been able to get all the scrimmages. We're going to be covering other sports on the channel as well, so we'll try and be with you as many games as possible throughout the spring. Number 18, pass back to 20. Girls lacrosse starts up soon, as well as baseball and girls softball. And we're going to have those on the channel, along with a couple of other surprises, maybe. Off the shin of number 91, but we will try and be there for any rivalry games, important games, the 101 Sussex tournament, and of course, obviously, state tournament for lacrosse. Here's the shot. A pass over to 37. He scores. Number 37 for Pope John. It looked like it was going to be a shot by his wingman. Trying to get a number on who that was. Number 24. So 24 is on the left post. It looked like he was shooting towards the net. Instead, he dished it off to 37. And 37 had the whole upper portion of the cage to shoot at. And he puts it in. 2-1, Pope John leads over Glenridge with 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Face off. Ball's on the turf. Referees whistle it down. And it is against Glenridge. So Pope John will start out. No, Glenridge will actually take over. It was against Pope John. So number 1 with it for Glenridge. Time winding down. 10 seconds to go. They act quick. 5 with it on the left wing. There's a 360 around 16 for Pope John. Now 20 in there to defend. Ball's loose on the turf, and that's it as the whistles blow. And that's the end of the first quarter. Pope John with a late goal by number 37. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter to make it 2-1 Lions over Glenridge. We'll be back for the second and last quarter right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Come on back. Welcome back to Bergen Catholic High School in Oradell, New Jersey for Pope John Lions Boys Lacrosse. Mike Forbesano along with you, calling today's scrimmage between the Pope John Lions and the Glenridge squad. And the second game after this, or scrimmage, will be against Bergen Catholic, the Crusaders, and Lions. So each of these scrimmages, 2 quarters, Glen Ridge and Bergen Catholic already played, and Bergen Catholic won that 5-3 in 2 quarters time. So now Glen Ridge finishing up. This will be their last of 4 quarters scrimmage today. The Lions looking to hold on to their 2-1 lead or build on it as we start. Teams on opposite sides now. The Lions going right to left in their blue pitties and blue shorts with the golden domes, golden helmets. And Glen Ridge in their red helmets, white jerseys, and red shorts. They're going left to right. Pope John wins the draw. Number 20 again gives the Lions offensive possession. Circles around on the far sideline right in front of the Lions bench as we get started for quarter number 2 of 2. Pass over to 28. Rips it wide right. And to the back line, but 37 for the Lions closest. And so they'll maintain possession. Over to 19. Guarded by 77 for Glen Ridge. Now to 28. Over to 24. Number 20 with it now for the Lions. 20 moving his way in. Gives it up to 19. 19 on the left. Up top. 19. Oh, it's knocked out of his cross just as he was winding up to shoot. Number 17 for Glen Ridge is able to get a piece of that. And now he's got the ball over half field. Pass over to 47 on the left. Ball's loose on the turf. Scooped up by number 1. Pass to 77 or 27 for Glen Ridge. Goes over the back line. And it's going to be Pope John possessions. So Glen Ridge getting close to setting up there, but errant pass to 27. The ball goes out of bounds. Here's the goalkeeper for Pope John, number 21. Pass out to 22. It's off his cross, goes out of bounds. And the ball will go over to Glen Ridge. Pope John scored early in this game, just like they did against Caldwell on Monday. And then Glen Ridge tied it, stayed tied for almost the remainder of the first quarter. However, 20 seconds to go, number 37 was able to pocket a goal to put Pope John up 2-1. That's where we stand right now with 10:20 to go in this scrimmage. Glen Ridge passed it out up top. Ball over to 27, hits the turf. He picks it back up. 27 rolling out. Over to number 20 for Glen Ridge. Number 1 on the left wing, shoots, goes wide. Off the back netting of the back fence. Glen Ridge is closest. We're under 10 minutes to go in quarter number 2 of 2. Lions lead 2-1. It's number 27 on the right wing. Pass over to 20. Gives over to 1 on the left. Moving his way up top. 33 guarding number 1 for Glen Ridge. 33 for Pope John. Pass over to 17 on the right wing. Tries to come in. Nice dipsy doodle move. Pass 29. The shot on goal goes wide right. And off the back fence. Glen Ridge is closest. So good job goalkeeping by number 21 for Pope John. Cutting off the angle there and giving the Glen Ridge attacker nothing to shoot at. Pass deflected by the goalkeeper and it goes towards the back line. And because it was off of Pope John's goalie, it will remain Glen Ridge ball. 9:10 to go in this second and final quarter here between Pope John and Glen Ridge. 17 with it. Intercepted by Pope John. And now, long pole for Pope John racing up the field. Number 16. 16 with the pass to 19. Over the shot. Score! Number 37. Assisted by 19 and 16. And the Lions grab a 3-1 lead. Oh, nice teamwork by the Lions. Great passing. And again, a beautiful pass set up for number 37 right on the right post, just as he did on the opposite side of the field. Second goal of the game. And it's Pope John 3, Glen Ridge 1. The goal comes with 8:51 to go. Second quarter. Lions lead 3-1. Now you can see Bergen Catholics, Crusaders getting warmed up and ready for the last scrimmage of the day. It'll be Bergen Catholic against Pope John right after this. Here's number 20 racing up. Pass over to 18, the shot saved. Oh, a backhand shot by 18, and it almost bounced in. Pope John's closest, so it'll maintain possession. But a great move by 18, backhanding that and trying to bounce it in past the goalkeeper, number 9. Ball comes to midfield, and number 20 can save it. So the Lions pick it up on the near sideline. 20, pass to 24. 24 up top, guarded by 28 for Glenridge. 24 working his way in. Pass behind the Glenridge net, number 18 with it. On the far wing, now to 37, over to 20. 20 trying to work his way around. Shot on goal, saved by the netminder for Glenridge, number 9. And now the pass downfield, scooped up, no. Underneath the long pole of 17 and rolls out of bounds. 17 trying to save it. It just rolled over the gray line. Glenridge will start. Here's number 91. 91 on the right wing for Glenridge. Pope John up by a deuce. 3-1 here with 7:40 remaining in this truncated scrimmage between the Lions and Glenridge. Number 91. Pass over to number 8 on the wing. Now to 7 behind the Pope John net. 7 trying to tuck it in the right post. Can't do so. Gets it back. 17 swiping away. Trying to knock the ball loose. Over to 27 on the right. 91. Now number 8. Shot goes high over the crossbar. Out of bounds. Glenridge is closest. 7:03 remaining in quarter number 2 of 2. Lions leading 3-1 over Glenridge. We're glad you're with us here. We are at Bergen Catholic High School in Oradell, New Jersey. Mike Formasano along the calling today's 2 scrimmages. Shot on goal. He scores. Number 91 racing in. And a bounce shot beats the Pope John netminder, number 21. And Glenridge with the proximate goal to cut the lead to 3-2. Time of the goal, 6:49 remaining in quarter number 2. Glenridge cuts the lead to 3-2 for Pope John. So now number 20 out for the face-off for the Lions. Face-off, won by number 20. He'll race up the left side. 20 working his way towards the center of the field. .20 with the pass over to the right wing, number 24. Now back behind the Glenridge net, number 19. Over to 43. 43 back to 20. 6:13 remaining in the second quarter. 3-2, Pope John leads by a goal. Over to 19. 43 on the near sideline. Now back to 20 up top. 20 on the left wing. He guarded by number 1 for Glenridge. Works his way towards the center. Pass across, off the cross of number 18, but it bounces over to the Pope John winger. Now back behind, 18 in front, the shot on goal. Score! Number 18, just inside the right post. And Pope John grabs a 4-2 lead. Number 18's goal comes with 5:41 remaining in quarter number 2. Pope John leads 4-2 over Glenridge. So now, face off at center field. Centerman for the Lions, number 20 out there to take the draw. Scrum for it. And a whistle. And it's going to be Pope John possession. So, the infraction against Glen Ridge. And Pope John with a 2-goal lead looks to build on it. Number 24, pass in to 19. Back to 24 on the left wing. Now to 20. 43. Over to the far sideline. Pope John just circling the world right now. 24. Over to 20. Goes back to 43. Another trip around the world. 18. Behind the Glen Ridge net. Looking to come in on the right post. Tries a shot, blocked by the goalkeeper for Glen Ridge, number 9. And it will be Glen Ridge possession. On a pass out to 0. We're down to 4:40 remaining in quarter number 2 of 2. Pope John with a 4-2 lead. Right after this, we'll start up a new feed here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. You don't want to miss it. Pope John against Bergen Catholic. Number 20 coming in, blocked off the ball. Number 17 knocked it loose, and he scoops it up. Great defensive play by 17. Pass to 24, bounces off his cross. Tries to knock number 27 of Glen Ridge off of it, and he does. So now here's 24. 24 on the left wing. They'll slow it down. 4 minutes remaining. Number 18 for Pope John on the left. Takes it around. 17 on him. Behind the Glen Ridge net. Shot on goal. Missed. And goes out of bounds. Number 19 for Pope John will scoop it up as he was closest. Here's number 24 now on the left. 29. Gives it over to number 20 for Pope John. Now number 19. Over to 24. Bounce off his stick. You say it's number 19. Where's that pass? Picks it back up. 24 to the center of the field. Shot blocked down. Hit his own man. And it's number 20. He's still down, so we'll see what's going on. Pope John coaching staff, trainers coming out. Take a look. Make sure he's all right. It was friendly fire. Number 20 got shot down with it. He's back on his feet, though, so that's good to see. 3 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Pope John leads Glen Ridge 4-2 in this shortened scrimmage here at Bergen Catholic High School. We'll play 2 quarters between Pope John and Glen Ridge, and then 2 quarters between Pope John and Bergen Catholic. And you can already see Crusaders are set up right next to the Pope John bench, just waiting to get back to their bench. I don't know if it means Pope John's going to move over or if Bergen Catholic's going to take where Glen Ridge is sitting, but either way, it doesn't matter. Have to be careful with the helmets out there, as both teams wearing the golden helmets. Golden domes that Pope John has made familiar over the past few years. Well, Bergen Catholic has it in their uniform too. Shot goes wide by Glen Ridge and goes out of bounds. See, Glen Ridge is easy. It's red. So it's tough to go ahead and say that's even close to the gold that Pope John is wearing on top of their heads. Bergen Catholic is exactly the same, so you got to look at the penny. You got to look at the jersey. And the fact that they're wearing black. Shot on goal by 18. Score. Bounce shot just inside the left post. Beats number 21 for Pope John. And with 2:28 remaining in the second quarter, Glenridge has cut the Pope John lead to 4-3. And they're saying Bergen Catholic with the black jerseys and red numbers. The red numbers help, but, you know, it's dark jersey against dark jersey, as Pope John is wearing a dark blue with white numbers, so that can make it a little confusing. All right, number 45 now out there for Pope John taking the draw with 43 on the wing. Trying to win the face-off. The ball's on the turf. It's loose. We have a whistle. Push. It's against Glenridge, and so Pope John will take possession. So good job by number 45 taking the face-off for number 20, who is out right now with an injury. 2:15 to go. Lions lead by 1. It's number 19. Pass back to 28. 28 to the far side, to 37. Pass over to 43. Now over to 29 on the left side. 19 up top. Now number 28. Over to 37. Lions circling around again. 43 to 29. Glenridge defending. 19 with the pass up top to 28. 28 looking to come in on the right wing. Fires. Saved by the netminder for Glenridge, number 9. And he'll smother it. Passes it out to his defense. Up the field it goes. Over the midfield line. We got 1:20 remaining. Number 28 for Glenridge with the pass. Over to 18. 18 in the corner. Glenridge looking to tie this up in the last 9. Coming in. Shot saved by the netminder for Pope John, number 21. Great save on the left forearm. It's going to remain Glenridge ball as Pope John last touched it. Less than a minute to go now. 17 fires off the post and scooped up by the goalkeeper for Pope John. He'll pass it out to 16. And 16 has it with 44 seconds. Now number 18. 18 weaving his way in. The pass to the far side to 37. Out of bounds. And Glenridge will take over with 32 seconds remaining. One last chance for Glenridge to tie this game. Back to the goalkeeper, number 9. 27 seconds remaining. Having trouble passing it out. He's going to run it up the field. He's approaching the midfield line. Pass over to 8 with 12 seconds. 8 working his way in. Pass across the field to number 47. He missed. It goes underneath the cross, out of bounds. And possession over to Pope John with 5 seconds remaining, and that should seal it. As the Pope John Lions 5 seconds away from wrapping up this first scrimmage victory of the preseason. Well, they say Glenridge actually maintained possession. They say Pope John last touched it, so Glenridge will start it up 5 seconds. Here's number 91. 91 in the left wing. Fires. Saved by the netminder for Pope John. And that is it. The Pride has spoken. The Pope John Lions defeat Glenridge in this first of 2 scrimmages today at Bergen Catholic High School. Your final score, the Pope John Lions 4 and Glenridge 3. 2 goals by number 37 for Pope John and a last-minute save by number 21, the netminder for the Lions. And so now Pope John will take a quick break, and he'll wait for Bergen Catholic to get on the field, and we'll start up the last scrimmage of the day. It'll be 2 quarters long. We'll do it on a new feed, so please join us back here at Bergen Catholic High School. For everyone here in Oradell, New Jersey, it's Mike Formersano saying thanks for joining us. Final score of scrimmage number 1. Pope John defeats Glenridge 4-3. And we will see you in a few minutes for the next scrimmage between Pope John and Bergen Catholic.